Hey guys, what's up? Carter here. Well, I'm taking a little break from work, going on a nice little walk, and I figured I would share with you the EDC of the day, which is this monstrosity here, the Grayman Sawtooth, all stonewash, all titanium handle, thick S30V steel. This thing is a monster. It weighs a ton and it's huge. And that kind of got me thinking, that's going to fall, kind of got me thinking about how there's a little bit of animosity, I guess, towards these really large knives. It's kind of funny. I can see how people wouldn't, certain people might not want a huge heavy knife like this because, let's face it, most people don't need a knife like this. I certainly don't need a knife like this. I'd be fine with a little keychain knife, to be honest with you. I don't pry things open. I'm not prying doors open. I'm not stabbing terrorists in the chest through Kevlar. Nothing like that. I have very limited cutting needs, but I love huge heavy knives like this just because I do. I think they're cool. Because when I was young, I grew up with little knives, little pocket knives, little slip joints. So when I got into the knife world and I saw that there's these huge monster knives, it's just kind of, it's fun. They're cool. They're just badass. They're different than what I had when I was young. I didn't know there was such a thing as these giant knives, and so I naturally kind of gravitated towards them. It doesn't mean that I needed it, and that kind of brings me back to my original point, how some people, I can see how you wouldn't want or need something like this, but some people get downright angry at people owning knives like this. Like they take it almost like it's personally offensive to them. That you don't need a knife like that. That's ridiculous. Who do you think you are? And it just kind of cracks me up because who cares? There's obviously a market for people that like these big, overbuilt, tactical, ridiculous knives, and that's fine. Who cares? It's not a big deal. I mean, if it's not for you, it's not for you. Buy what you want, buy what you like, support the companies that are making the knives you like, and that's it, but it's funny because I'll get comments on videos and things like that where people, they get angry with me or other YouTubers for liking these huge knives, and they expect them to justify why they need a big knife like this, but you don't need to justify it. Kind of like wristwatches. Wristwatches are more or less obsolete now. With all the digital time apparatuses we have, clocks everywhere, cell phones, you don't really need a watch to tell time, but a lot of people still love watches. And one of the trends for quite a while that I've seen is very large, heavy watches, because people like them. They think they're cool. They think they look good. They think they're fashionable. It's not because they need to tell time necessarily, or that they need a big watch to do that, but that's their bag. That's what they like. So, moral of this video is live and let live, baby. Like what you like, support what you want to support, but let other people do the same. If they want a giant, heavy, ridiculous knife with camouflage on it and it says terrorist killer on there, let them have it. Who cares? They don't need to justify that. They like what they like. If I want to carry around this brick of a knife, even though I don't need it, that's my prerogative. I think it's cool. I do. I think it's cool, and so I wanna carry it. All right, guys, that's it. End of my little rant on super heavy, large, oversized, ridiculous knives. I'm for it if you're for it. If you're against it, be against it. That's fine. I just don't understand why there's so much hate, man. Where's the love, people? Alright, guys, that's a semi-serious video. I just felt like talking about large knives because I carried one today, and I like it. I think it's cool. Alright, guys, take it easy. I'm out of here. Better get back to work. See you guys later.